Hey there, guys. We've got news for Global on January 18th, and this week is a pretty slow week, so I decided I'm just going to do the news video by myself. Why hunt down a guest for a really boring week? I'll save the guest for something more interesting to talk about. So this week is another Final Fantasy 15. They are stretching this event out way too long. And it's not even an event because they're not really giving us the raid either. This is supposed to come with a raid. It's apparently missing. So just the units. So it's going to be Ignis and Gladio, but on the banner, it's only going to be Ignis. We're going to talk more about Gladio in a moment. But for the banner, it's just Ignis. His banner is your traditional non-premium step up, no perks, no special things, just a very boring, go three plus free, do it 5 times, you'll get a pity, and you'll get an Ignis. Yay. The unit is getting a global upgrade, and from the news, the only upgrade we can see is to the field. In JP, he's got a 35% amplify field to fire, ice, lightning, and light. On global, it's being upgraded. They don't tell us how it's being upgraded, so I'm going to assume 40%. We're going to hope for 50%, and we're going to, get unreasonably hopeful and hope for 70% like future units, because we've got some 70% fields coming down the road, but I really doubt that. They're probably going to go to like 40% and forget it. Because Ignis himself is his damage is absolutely terrible. It's really bad. So for one thing, he's a dragoon, and dragoons have lots and lots of problems in the game. There's just the biggest thing is amplifies for dragoons, and JP made a change to where amplifies on dragoons can go to 100%. They changed them from a ramping amplify to a just flat out 100% for 3 turns, so that when a dragoon jumps, they can get a 100 amp, and when they land, they still have it. Global has so far not given us that change. It's not announced in the news either, so we'll have to wait and see on Thursday if they're going to upgrade amplifies to be the way JP did it, to make them better on dragoons, where it's 100% for 3 turns instead of a ramping 1-turn amplify, because those do not work on dragoons. So we'll see on Thursday for that. But that being said, even if they do give us the fix, Ignis's damage is still pretty terrible. It's still pretty terrible. So yeah, he's a really, I wouldn't say a very good unit, but if he's a favorite of yours, by all means, if you want to pull for him, have at it. But also, it really depends on the area effect boost. Prompto's boost was only 10%, so that was helpful. I wouldn't say it saved Prompto as being some big meta unit, but it was helpful. So Ignis's boost, if they do give him the 70% fields like the future ones, then of course he's all of a sudden amazing. And really good for your party. So if they're going to go to 70%, I'll be very happy. If they go below that, it's in my opinion, a hugely skippable unit. Huge skip. But maybe he's got more upgrades not previewed in the news. In that case, we'll reevaluate more on Thursday. Also, a new vision card. I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit. This is Ignis's vision card. It's very generic. Who cares? We're getting a new one. Equip Ultimate Armament. This is from a special step up. We're going to go for that in a moment. I didn't apparently order the news slides properly. Anyway, 170 attack and magic. For ice category units, you get some passive stats, some 500 attack and magic, chain cap up, and LB damage up. So overall, it's a fine card. It's a good card. Really good for ice units. Yeah, it's just basically better than Lastwell's card. The Dark Lineage Lastwell is just straight up better, by a lot, because it's the same exact card, except it's also got chain cap. So nice. Now, is this worth 28,000? Probably not. But again, you gotta make your decision yourself. Here's the step up for it. So 3, 4, 4, 45, 45, 5. That would be 13, 21, 24,000 if my 2-second math was correct. So yeah, even though the card is high quality card. Would love to have it. It's not anything unique. It's just a really good card, but a really generic card. It's also an ice card, so not many ice units are super relevant. Because Solitary Warrior Veritas of the Frost wants his own special banner card, not this kind of thing. So yeah, I will mention, so for 11,000 you do get an armory ticket, and again, for 11,000 it might be worth one of these armory tickets. You can grab some of these. It's the same one we've seen before. I don't think there's anything new in here, so just a rerun of the old stuff, but a lot of the stuff is very good. I'm probably not going to do it, but you know, there it is. And if you're going for the vision card anyway, all 24,000, I think 24, 28, whatever, then you're going to get that anyway. So there it is. Also, as far as Gladiolus, they're doing this a little bit differently. So we're getting a January Crest Pass Final Fantasy 15. There's going to be a paid version for cash for the pass, but also there should be just a free version. So the free side is going to be giving you the unit Gladiolus for free. That's pretty cool, I guess. Some lapis, replica lapis. You're going to get 50 here and then 50 here, so 100 Gladiolus shards completely for free. So he's going to get EX1 and then halfway to 2 for free. Pretty nice. And if you do buy the bundle, you're going to get 50, 100 extra shards. So that won't be EX3 unless I'm overlooking at some point. I don't think I'm overlooking shards anywhere. Yeah, that'll be 200 shards in total. You need 350 to go to EX3, so that's not going to be EX3. But it'll be EX2. So yeah, so depending on the price here, if it's like, $5, $10, maybe it's worth it. I don't know, depends, evaluate yourself. As far as Gladiolus himself, the unit is an ice damage dealer that only deals damage, no real special utility or anything like that. He's not very good. He does good damage for ice. He's actually one of the better ice damage dealers. So if you're going for like a pure ice team, he will definitely fit on that team because his damage is fine. The problem is his damage is ice, and unless Global makes some kind of huge meta shift, ice is not worth running as compared to other elements. I recently did the whole every single element on the Vision World, and if you saw the series, I even make the worst possible element with the handicap of resistance of wind element. We even made that work and got a rank 1 for that. But, just because you can make it work, it's not really worth it, if you see what I'm saying. So even though you can build an okay ice party, it's like, why would you? Just build dark, fire, light, upcoming water, stuff like that. There's way better options than ice. Ice is like 4th or 5th best in the rankings. Probably more like 5th. I think it's like, fire, dark, light. Fire, dark, light. Earth is actually pretty strong now with these recent units. And then water upcoming. So yeah, ice is like number 6. Like, the only ones worse are like lightning and wind. So he's free. So he's free. Get him, have fun with him. EX1. You can probably get him to EX2 with Replica Lapis, I would assume, if they put his fragments in there. But is it worth spending cash for? Depends on the price. If the price is really cheap, whatever. If it's like $25 or more, I would say just no. No. But it really depends. Anyway. So the only event we're getting, because they're apparently skipping the raid, they're skipping the exploration. I don't know why. They're going to stretch out this Final Fantasy 15 event for 3 weeks. A 2-week event, they're stretching it for 3 weeks. And they're cutting the actual event. Where's the raid? Where's the exploration? Where's the crown stage for Lunafreya? All this is missing. But we're getting the equipment stage. So, Ogre Plagued with Star Scourge. This is for Gladiolus' talisman, and then another one for Ignis, his little talisman. If you've got powerful units, it'll be easy. If not, it might be challenging. These are pretty much the same challenge level as the one we just had, the City of Daemons or whatever. So 2 more of these. Of course, I'll have videos for these on Thursday, but, you know. And as usual, if you can't do the special mission, like for Royal Arms category only, then just take, off mission units. Grab Hio, Genesis, whatever you want, and just blow it up like that, and just, forget about the small amount of Lapis. But if you can do all missions, then do it. And as far as leader skills, we're getting some updates. The only one that really matters, these are all who cares, but Defilers of Fate. This is Wondrous Flash Lightning's leader skill. It's being upgraded in Clash of Wills only from 900 to 1,000 for attack and magic. So, neat, I guess. I've said before, Lightning is a little bit of an awkward unit in Clash of Wills. She does work. I think I've used her at least once in Clash of Wills. But, her leader skill is getting better. So, that's nice. Yay. Another thing, this is probably the best news of the whole week, is the Prompto situation. So, if you weren't aware, the seasonal replica Lapis store was closing this week. So lots of people just spent all their stuff because it was like an old and finished store, myself included. And then they went and put the Prompto's fragments into the old store, not the new store. It was probably a mistake. A lot of players were kind of upset about that. They posted, on social media, etc., sent in tickets, and thankfully they have taken notice and they are going to fix the problem. So we have received feedback regarding the addition of Prompto's fragments to the wrong store. In response to this, they're going to give everyone 5,000 extra seasonal celebration lapis, and they're going to extend the store. So for anyone that spent all of their lapis and couldn't get Prompto's fragments, myself included, we can now go do that. So they're going to give you 5,000 lapis. You can go there and grab Prompto's fragments, and basically they're kind of free at this point because they're sending you the 5,000. I definitely figured maybe they do something like charge you the new store, the New Year's store replica lapis instead, but this is nice. It's totally free. So yeah, great. And if you did happen to have leftovers and got the Prompto's fragments, then you've got an extra 5,000 to spend on whatever you want. And yeah, so, really glad to see that they're fixing this issue. So great. Great. And they're doing this during maintenance, right? Probably. Doesn't say. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Anyway, also we're getting a live stream. No surprises here. It's time for the Clash of Wills next week. So on January 21st, which is, I think Sunday. So on Sunday, we're doing another Clash of Wills, or another live stream. It's going to be about Clash of Wills, though. Tony and Justin will be there, and spoiler, we're also getting a member of the dev team to make an appearance and reveal the details of the long-awaited Clash of Wills update. So, when it's Hiroki, they always mention him by name, so it's obviously not going to be Hiroki. It'll be someone else from the dev team, so maybe someone we haven't yet met on live streams. So that'd be kind of cool to see. Sunday, 6 p.m. PST, or whatever it is for your time zone. And that's it. That's it for the news. So, Ignis, free Gladiolus, and then a gear stage, and that's the whole event for the week. There's no raid, there's no crown stage, there's no exploration. I think Vision World is closing this week. It might be open another week. I don't actually know. Check that for yourself before you plan your stuff. But, if you have time, go ahead and do your Vision World right now. But that's all the content. So if you're a huge Ignis fan, I wish you luck in pulling him. Maybe video summons, etc. My personal opinion, he's not that good of a unit. But he is getting a field upgrade, potentially more unlisted upgrades. We'll have to see on Thursday. So he does have a chance to be good. Give us that 70% field, and then maybe we can talk. maybe we can talk. Because 70% becomes the standard very, very soon. But anyway, that's it for the week. And a few people have asked me to talk about Item World and like what are good weapons to farm in Item World. What are some updated OTK automatic teams for Item World, like Berserk teams. I'll definitely do that. So I'll either do that Tuesday evening or Wednesday evening. I'll do a video for Item World, and we'll post that just for something to do. And then next week, as far as what to do, we'll figure out something, I guess. Anyway, see you then.